Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Who's here early? Welcome to the stream. Today, we're gonna be doing a little demo review. Because tonight is a big game in the RGL Invite TF2 season. We got Froyo, the new Froyo. That's the hybrid super team of G6 and Habib and Paddie. Versus MoneyBalls. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this demo to sort of get a sense of what we're gonna see later tonight. This is a scrim from last week. I specifically chose not the map they're gonna play tonight, so as to not, expose anybody's strats. But yeah. Did Paddie pay the full price for full team mentorship, or did I give the Froyo fam discount? Me and Paddie, we're kind of tight, so I give my mentoring free of charge. But anyways, we'll just go ahead and get it going here. Let's go ahead and watch this demo. This is one of the closer scrims between these two teams, so this is gonna be pretty fun to watch. I'm just gonna free cam it for mids because I can't stand watching one person's POV in a fucking mid. Alright. So Dingo and Habib just kind of have a mirror rollout there. Soapy with the just kind of rolling out fast here. Bullies out Dingo. And then that gives Habib ultimately a lot more space on the mid. Looks like he's just kind of hard tunneling the main door. And the Balls team is just doing, it looks like, a double high bomb. Looking at this right now, positionally, Bombo's team looks a lot like they look like they're just going to win the mid, but let's just see. So big bomb inbound. Double bomb onto the medic. Huge surf from Law Guy. They do get their man, but at what cost, it seems. Interesting. Oh, interesting. It looked like they kind of had control, but it was a good counter jump from the fucking the Froyo soldiers, and yeah. Oh. Down goes Speedy. All right. So basically, even Ubers. Froyo's gonna try to pressure point. They're gonna back up because they're one dead. And it's like just a nice standard Metalworks stalemate. Honestly, this is one of my favorite stalemates in TF2. I think there's a lot of fun ways you can open up this map. So let's get on Soapy Cam here. Roamer POV. Trying to hit them spam rockets. I'm very curious to see how they'll try to break this. He's making strong eye contact with Speedy. Okay. Alright. They're taunting. What's up, Godsu? Can I get rid of the weapon on screen? No, the V models are a must. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna opt for the alley sort of cook here. Dingo's really aggro and they're just getting double bombed here by Kyle, or no. Who's Joe Ball? Is that Loaf? Yeah, it's Loaf. Okay. That's not Kyle. So yeah, a little bit early on the bomb there. Habib does get cleaned up. The bottom right thingy? Oh. I don't know how to get rid of that, but you're welcome. I'm glad to have helped you. So Habib's down, Soldier down. Soapy goes in, opting for one of my favorite sack opportunities here. This is a really powerful position. If you're a roamer watching, Again, take notes. This is one of the best ways you can open up metalworks. I will say, though, at the invite level, people fucking anti-strat the fuck out of you. I'm surprised Dingo didn't have fucking like 5 stickies here. Every time I do this, I used to do this shit, I'd fucking have a roamer, another guy, like a pocket in here, or the demo would put traps in here. I'd just get fucking anti-stratted. But Sobi basically is bombing behind here so that he can sort of create this hard pressure behind while his combo walks up in alley. And this is really, really good because essentially, I used to call this the damned if you do, damned if you don't play. Essentially, if they over rotate and deal with Soapy too hard, then Banny and Habib, or the combo in this case, you know, whoever it may be, they will start overwhelming you and pressuring you on point. If you don't deal with Soapy and you try to deal with the combo, Soapy's going to start hitting you guys in the back. He's just going to fucking unleash back shots and you're going to suffer for it. All right. So he bombs in. I mean, that was good. I kind of would have, I guess because he's getting flanked. That might be why he went forward. I would have liked to see him throw out some more spam rockets there, but it is what it is. They get the demo pick. Huge. Great way to open it. Kobe does go down lower, so it kind of just equalizes. But they still want to push on this demo pick. Habib just annihilating the soldiers there. Uber comes out. Oh man, this got chaotic really, really fast. Interesting. Maybe let's rewind that. Let's rewind that. I'm actually really curious what happened there. That looked completely in Froyo's favor, and then it completely flipped on its head. And then the trade was in... Trade became not in their favor. So we're going to slow-mo this.
Our control point has been captured.
So Kobe's in. He dies. 1 for 1. Demo for Scout. Definitely pushable. I see why Froyo wants to keep going here. Speedy looks like he's looking for a gap. Double soldiers in. So that's where the force comes in. I don't really like that bomb. But it's okay. Big force. They have player ad. Okay, I see. Soapy goes in to try to collect this weak kill. But it's really bad timing because the Ubers are going off. So he just gets punished. And now they're 3 dead. I honestly think that Froyo probably didn't have to... I think they would have auto-won the trade scenario if they all had just kind of waited to collapse in the post-Uber. But... CL spec... Oh, thank you. We have a command. CL spec. Carried item 0. Let's go ahead and input that real quick. Did it work? It's gone now. Alright. Dude, it's crazy when you do slow-mo and then you go back to 100%. The game looks like it's like so fast. Really slight ad for Froyo just because they ended up using first in that trade. But it's ultimately probably just going to end up being a stalemate here. Just take a look at the way they hold this. So they got the Speedy on the bridge here. Soapy deep alley. I never liked doing this as a roamer, but honestly it's probably really good. So let's see, where's Loaf? I actually don't know which one of the soldiers on the bot mode team is the pocket or the roamer. So I don't know who's, or if they're just hybrid, you know. So again, nice standard sort of alley pressure here. One soldier looking at and watching the house, covering the house. A scout underneath. This is really, really standard stuff. As you can see, both teams are doing it. Big bomb in from Kyle here. Wow, actually. Wow. Okay. Jesus. Who needs strategy when you can just do that? Who needs strategy when you can just do that? That's crazy. Let's watch that back. Kyle just goes for the raw bomb into the 2 rocket. That is the beauty of Soldier. It's feast or famine. You bomb in, you could just insta-gib and die and look like a total noob. Or you can look like the greatest player of all time. So I'm very curious. Let's watch it from Kyle's pop here. I do think that the pressure from Froyo in alley is like not very strong. I mean, Kyle's just like getting to sit there at 300. I mean, health. I'm surprised that Habib's not like cycling over to try to throw a bunch of spam here. He does have a trap, but I think that could have potentially like made this harder. So he gets a clean bomb here. Kobe's on low ground. Benny's on low ground. Let's slow-mo this. He gets the air piped. 1 rocket. Wow. And he didn't even... He just got splashed off of Habib. I think there is a universe where this doesn't happen, but I mean, ultimately, good rockets. What can I say? And yeah, I actually agree with you. Not looking for it. It seemed like nobody was ready for that. I'm very curious to what the comm situation was like, and that's why I say like I would have liked to see Habib like rotate to point a little sooner to try to challenge, but he didn't, and then they kind of just got the freest 300 bomb, and then yeah, nobody was on. There was nobody on height, so I mean he's still killable if he doesn't hit those 2 rockets. So it is what it is. But again, huge ad here now for the Balls team. Let's get on the combo scout. Bot mode here. Looks like they're just going to take it for free. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Froyo last defense. So, pretty standard stuff. Rummer on the left side, trying to get the spot into main here while also keeping this door locked down. Pocket on the right, they're having a spawn gun, no pyro. And then a sniper from Kobe out of main. Kobe's pretty deadly with that. Let's see what happens here. They kind of just pop through in main. Bamo gets cap time, but at the expense of his health. And actually does end up going down to Soapy, but they do get a 2-for-1 trade here. And if Kyle gets bowed and their soldiers set up a double bomb here, this gun actually isn't in position to stop the point, and they could just win the round off that. So I'm very curious if that's what's going to happen. Okay, a little bit of desync between the point pressure and the bomb. So Garm, which I believe is Raven, is very low right now and could definitely just instantly die to Kobe. But yep, he does. Which might actually give Froyo the chance they need right now to actually hold this. And yeah, that looks like that is going to be the case. So there was just a desync there. Like, maybe they didn't know that their soldiers were low or whatever, but just having... If they had managed to coordinate it where the soldiers are bombing at the same time as Raven going forward, they literally would have probably won the round instantly there. But they give Kobe the one thing that he is god tier at, which is a 1v1. Never give Kobe a 1v1. You'll regret it. I mean, look at that. That's intimidating. And yeah, they get hard punished, and they're even going to lose their med for it. So that really sucks. What could have been a round ends up... Now you're on full disad, and you're holding mid. Alright, so let's see how Froyo takes it. Let's just take a look here. Okay, Froyo's moving fast, so we already got Speedy in. These guys can't even get set up on mid. They're running a sniper in the forward. Speedy's getting on that pressure, spamming Kyle out, and they're just going to get taken mid for free. And they're still rolling the momentum. Danny wants to move fast here. There's a guy right in the doorway. Habib just bombs in raw. What the fuck? What the helly? Habib with the raw bomb. No pop. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know if he just did that of his own volition, or they thought they were going to use and they chose not to. Let's watch that back. That's kind of funny. There's Habib. It looks like he expected to be popped on. Because I can't see any other reason for him doing that. Right? Okay, put the sticky there. Uber me, Uber me. Because this is crazy. Oh my god. No Uber. So, I think there was a disconnect between what Habib wanted to do and what the rest of his team wanted to do. So they end up slowing down. I'm kind of surprised they still have huge ad. Maybe they want to practice sacking? Yo, what's up? Thank you for the follow, Owl. Owl Fee. Wow, they're just stalemating. I actually can't believe that. They just opt to stalemate. This has to be like they're trying to practice this shit. You know, there's no way. That's really weird to me. So they're doing the same standard alley pressure. Usual sack. Sobi goes in for the raw bomb here. 2 on the dude, what the fuck? It's a bad day to be a medic in this scrim. Just fucking... There, left and right, the soldiers just raw bombing, 2 rocketing you into a drop. What do you do? What do you do? Again, what can I say? Who needs a strategy when you can just get there and kill them? So, medic's caught out of position. Gets 2 rocketed. Again, I'm just genuinely surprised by, like, I don't know. I think both teams could be preventing these plays from happening. So, Speedy in immediately. Kind of gets a little bit too far ahead of his team there and does go down. Kyle on the flank, though, because Kobe did kind of leave that gap open. They're trying to double bomb for the force, and they do actually get it. And that was actually a good play. Because the Uber's used early enough, and they do still have their demo that they can stall. It's like with Froyo on cap right now, and they have spawners in 4. So that's actually really good to sort of counter-aggress there with the 2 soldiers. So Froyo is trying to bully here and take the space that they're given, but ultimately they decide, you know what? Let's just reset here. They're all up. 6 up. And we're gonna hold in, we're gonna move into a last stalemate here. So Dingo with the flank trap. I used to hate this when demos trap this. I always thought it was super annoying. But on and the reason for that is because it's fucking good. I should be taking notes for my demo man right now here. So it looks like they have the gun kind of center point here. And Froyo's looking for this pressure. So he does go down. Yep, to the trap. There it is. Happened to me fucking 10 billion times in a row when I fucking played Roamer. And it looked like they're going for aggro peek with the sniper for the counterplay off the pick. And Froyo just opts to trade. I actually fucking like this a lot. I like this a lot. This is super good. They get 2 picks out of the trade. Both Ubers going off. This should be a free, just like slow push into last for Froyo right now. So Kobe's trying to pressure in the right side. He gets in, spots the gun. Soapy also bombing in the right. They're trying to get that gun spam down. Rest of the pressure cooks coming in. Gun goes down. But I will say, by the time they get the gun, the picks that they just got are like already up. So they either got to move really, really fast or get out now. And Soapy's really low. So this could nope, they do end up bombing the demo. Banny beelines for it. But yeah, yeah, the spawners just end up being too much for them. So but they just want to dry. They go in for the raw dry. I actually like this confidence that they take this fight. It's Kobe and Habib right now. Kobe's not missing. I don't know why. Okay, I got nervous there about the flash. Okay. Nice shot there at the end. That was a really interesting repush from Froyo. I like that. That's definitely... I feel like that's something that Banny called for sure. It's like last night, you know? What do we do when they give us space? We take it. We take it, guys. We take it. Alright. Another mid here. Habib and Dingo mirroring. Soapy with the fast rollout. I just want to point out that Habib is not getting the same treatment right now from the Red Soldiers. Which again, look at how much more space Habib is taking. Metalworks is one of those mids where like, the more space your demo has at the start of the mid, the higher likelihood you are you're gonna have a... I mean, that's every mid, to be honest. But Metalworks especially. Because it's really easy. Because it's a pretty small, condensed mid. It's really easy for your demo to just walk across and like lock out a whole part of the map. So the fact that Soapy's doing like sort of a fast rollout on a Dingo every single mid is just putting Dingo at a significant mid like disadvantage. So let's just see how this plays out. If only I cared about deadlock like this. You gotta tune in for the late night. So double high bomb here. So this is like the appropriate response, right? If your demo is losing space and getting rolled or hurt, or even if you lose your demo early, generally you have to sort of try to retake that space immediately or you're in big trouble. Like if the Red Soldiers here decided, okay, we're gonna have a chill mid and we're just gonna slow it down, the fact that Habib had more control at the beginning would be a problem. But they're gonna immediately enter a double high bomb, which is gonna equalize. Kobe does just kind of get rolled there underneath by Dingo. And then we got Speedy on the counter jump. And it looks like the soldiers are separated here for red team. I think Kyle's trying to fade on the... I actually don't know why Kyle faded. That was actually kind of weird. I gotta rewatch that, man. Oh, is that Zam? Is that actually Zam? I had no idea. Oh. Zam, why did you fade, man? Okay. I just want to see that from the Soldier's Pop. I thought it was to kill Soapy, but... Or like something like that, but it ended up not being what he faded on.
The final control point is being contested.
So is Joe Balls Kyle? Then, in that case, let me just check my Steam. Fucking everybody got an alias. Where's Joe Balls? That's Loaf. Okay. So they're missing Kyle here. Thank you, Zilly. Insider information. So they get a pick. Khabib is out of the fight. This looks so good for red team. But let's catch the fade. Khabib looks so juicy right now on this bomb. So juicy. I would have just curved on Khabib there. And just chunked him. And then you can be top right here. Lock Khabib out. And then you have total control of the mid. Because you have a pick and you have a soldier here. It looks like bot mode's pushing underneath. Yeah, I don't like this bomb. And then their scout goes down, but they trade Soapy for it. Another bomb out from Zam. Not Kyle. Or no, is that Joe Balls? Yeah, that was them. And they lose the mid. I'm actually so shocked that they lost that mid. That actually looked very, very winnable. But I think, I'm dead ass. I think the fade there did actually hurt them a little bit. So they just kind of gave up their advantage. So Froyo with the big time pressure here. A little bit of desync from the red soldiers there. On trying to counter aggress. And Soapy just goes in immediate. Boom, rocket in. Froyo's starting to just overwhelm. 3 picks down on the side of red. And they're just going to keep riding the momentum. Soapy goes really, really fast. Speedy's in as well. They're just trying to... Oh my god, another drop. And Froyo's just going to take the Uber and just try to end. This might be a mistake, though. Rewind. A lot of shit just happened there. Rewind time. Okay.
Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Okay, Soapy goes in from right side. I really like this. He's going in really fast. It's a little bit ahead of his team, so unfortunately he does get picked off. But Speedy's going to get a much cleaner bomb in. Froyo's down 1. Kobe's in. They're double sacking here. Boom, medic dead. Okay. They're going to lose Speedy here. And then, okay, I see what happened here. They wanted to, I think, save Kobe. But Kobe died too quickly. And if they had saved Kobe, I guarantee you this is a run win. But because they didn't, and Khabib is rolled, because his health is really, really bad, it's impossible to win. Unless, like, the Bombo team just decides, you know what, let's go in front of Banny's face and let him kill us. But they don't do that. So they have to back up. So they try to save Kobe. And Kobe died too quick. They still have a pick. And Banny, of course, he's a great taker of space, so he's always poking. He's trying to see. Oh, did you not trap that door? Do you not have a soldier on it? Guess we're walking in. Always limit tests, guys. You know how many times I've died trying to bomb through a doorway because I test whether the demo actually has good reaction speed or traps? It's so worth it. So Froyo has a slight ad here that they're going to end up pushing on. Get the gun instantly. This is huge. If you're like on a lower level team and you're struggling with last pushes, The quicker you kill the gun, the better. That's a huge thing. The less Uber you have to use to kill the gun, the better. Kobe does look like he goes down. I am going to assume that's to the flank trap that Dingo likes putting up. So Benny immediately tries to go for cap time. So flank of Froyo just kind of dies. And then the Uber's not as good. Oh, big pick from Law Guy. And here we go. This is the Law Guy advantage. This is what I call it. When you have Law Guy on your team. I don't even know. He probably will get out here. But there you go. The push completely went to shit. And your Law Guy's still alive. So instead of them taking midpoint for free, you'll get the opportunity to try to get a force or make a play before they push. So big heads up play from Law Guy there. He's like, this shit is fucked. And he leaves. But I kind of want to rewatch that that whole push. I want to see how the flank died there from Froyo. So, oh, I'm not even early enough. Let's go. Alert. Where's Kobe? There he is. Who am I rooting for tonight? I'm a little biased to Froyo, but honestly, I just hope it's a good game. Ultimately, it'd be interesting to see these. I have no stake in the game anymore. I'm just an old retired unk. No stake in the game. Yeah, he just dives to the trap. Hopefully, this is something that they'll adjust to as time goes on. But yeah, a lot of demos like that trap. Artist is another demo that really like that trap too. Oh, Artist. Fucking Artist used to kill me so much with flank traps. Anyways, so yeah, they lose one. Soapy's going in for the sort of like... Oh, did he come in with the Uber? I think he just... No, he didn't. He's going deep, trying to get on the medic there. I think they know it's like the ad is dwindling, so that's probably why I went for the med. But I actually would have rather seen Soapy try to like shoot these guys here, because I mean Dank was pretty much in the spawn, so I don't know. It's a very Hail Mary to try to do that, but he does ultimately go down. And then Bandy's going back for cap, so it's just kind of desync. They lose one early. Soapy's going forward trying to fight while Banny's backing up going to cap, so they end up just not like syncing up at any point. What time is the match? I believe the match tonight will be probably standard time for TF2 matches, which is 11 Eastern. That would be my assumption. So, due to the Law Guy getting out there, they have the opportunity to hold mid, sorry, and try to work a force play off of it. Bot mode's trying to go upper. So this is usually really good for pop through Ubers, and they might actually just, yep, that's what I thought. Most people when they go house, they want to try to do a pop through. But Froyo has a good read on it, and they're just all out. So it's a leapfrog scenario. They're going to get the cap. But I will say, Metalworks is one of the better leapfrog maps. I think this is like, this is a really good map that I think is, like, doing pop throughs into mid is really, really good. Because even if the other team gets out completely all 6, the flanks are really, really easy to push on this map. You can do shoves into house if their whole team goes, like, underpass. You can just literally shove in a house and kill people. You can have, like, your roamer sit here and maybe your flank scout kind of, like, lurking here. And then if they go through their combo through house, you can just like high bomb, go behind, and your flank scout there and collapse on this guy. So Honestly, leapfrog on this map is not bad at all. In fact, it might even be advantageous. So Froyo's just pushing Valley here. Habib goes in for the pop-in. Kobe is down again to a trap. Dingo has Kobe's number right now. And I think that this is going to make attempts to like roll momentum with their Ubers a lot harder. But they do end up still getting 2. Habib is hyperextending right now. A little bit disconnected from his team. He does live, which is vital because now they can actually get the cap here and try to hold. But the Bamo team is trying to walk up on them, and they're getting swarmed. Big, I guess, cross-map pipe from Dingo. Dingo's doing a lot right now. I gotta say. And Logai does go down, and then just a lot of fighting right now. It looks like it's getting kind of very sloppy. So. Yeah, the bot mode team ends up getting the better of that sort of, I guess, fight after that Uber. And I think the first thing there is, I guess, like, I mean, Kobe going down, it might not seem like a big deal at first, but when you take an Uber ad and then you lose one, it allows the opportunity for players that might be caught or whatever to, like, get behind and live longer. It halts your momentum a little bit. And then ultimately they just lose too many while the Uber's going off. And I think Dingo just kind of fucked some shit up. So just ad for Froyo here. Oh, Speedy's deep. Already gets the force. A little bit of desync there. I think Soapy was trying to follow up. And then, yeah, I've had that happen to me lots of times. You're like, you hear, Mets rolled, Mets rolled. Okay, I'm going in. Oh, they used. Oh, shit. Now I'm fucking dead. So, now they're 2 soldiers dead. It's actually kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. If they had Uber, being 2 soldiers dead is not bad. But the fact that they're only 60%, being 2 soldiers dead right now is actually dead-ass kind of scary. And Froyo's going to have to, like, Banny, I think he's moving here to try to hit the early deny. Basically, I think whether they hold this is decided whether Banny hard denies this soldier or not. Because they're going to keep going. Banny doesn't get the hard deny. So, that's actually a bit of a problem. I think that is what he wanted to do. But he ultimately didn't do it. He was looking too hard at main here. And I think that this is the key. You have to stop this guy. And yeah, I mean, Kobe's being ran down too. So yeah, Habib down. Both soldiers in. Logai's not even close to Uber. And that's a round for them. Habib hit with the trash talk. Thank you for the follow, Wingus. Oh, that's a nice emote, Boolean Flags. That's a very nice emote. But yeah, I think there is a chance for them to hold it. So it's like, it's one of those things, right? I mean, it's a really hard position to hold while 2 soldiers dead into a last when the spawn timers are like 10 seconds like they were. And you don't have Uber. If you have Uber, it's cool, it's chill, whatever. You'll be able to stall with the Uber trade. But if you don't, you have too many doors that aren't able to be watched. So you have to hard read like on which door the aggression is going to come from, which Banny, I think he did actually have the right read, but he just didn't deny him. And then that soldier just ultimately, like, maybe Kobe would have died, or I don't know, but not denying that soldier is kind of like, that sealed their fate. But again, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place there. So another mid here. Every team is beatable. Paperman, every team. Whether you have the ability to do it, though, that's an entirely different question. So again, both demos. Metalworks mid is so funny. When both demos, like, it's like they don't even acknowledge each other. Look, they're in the exact same spot, shooting the exact same door. I think this is just funny to me. It's just how the map is played, though. So Obib's just focusing on rolling mains. Same with Dingo. And then the Bamo team's just opting. They're opting for the double aggression. Big fan, personally. But it hasn't been really working out for them, it seems. So let's just see how this goes. So Bull Soldier's high. We're going to slow it down. I like slowing mids down. Bull Soldier's high. Committing on Kobe. I actually really like that from Loaf. This is something that's super underrated. Which is just like, dude, if there's a scout on low ground not looking at you and you're a high bombing soldier, that's a fucking free kill. Unless you beef. Like me. Then you just look stupid. And then you get a question mark typed at you. But that is a free kill. 100%. And the best part is, like worst case, Loaf dies there 1-for-1. But Loaf got the best case. He got the kill, and I think he's going to get away with it. So he's just going to grab a pack. And now the Bombo team has a pick advantage. Soapy's trying to aggress to sort of get Froyo back into the mid here. Goes straight for the medic. Boom. Is he going to hit the rocket? No, he does miss, unfortunately. But Speedy's going in. And they get the medic. And I think Froyo is probably just going to dip now. Okay. So it seems like, I think the play there from Froyo was they lost Kobe early. They're like, Soapy goes straight for the medic. And then they're like, sell out for medic. And let's get fucking Law Guy out. The Law Guy advantage once more. Your medic is dead, and Law Guy is alive. Fucking Loaf is like pissed. I don't know if he is or isn't. But he's like, no! You can't kill my medic! But unfortunately, he dies. Have I listened to the Gorillas? I have. Oh my god, is Law Guy gonna die here? Law Guy does die. Oh my god. Damn, I'm actually surprised that happened. We gotta rewind. I wasn't paying attention because I looked at chat. Oh god, that's a deadly number. We gotta get off this tick, and fast. We gotta get off this tick, guys. Have I listened to their new single? I have not. I am not. Let's see here. How do they get him? So this mid's gonna play out. Let's just get on the Law Guy POV, actually. For this one. And we'll slow it down. So they're on the hard chase. Habib gets a kill. Oh. I actually think that this was a mistake. I think Law Guy is dead because of Law Guy. Just walking up here is what got him killed. If he had just gone ramp and they just respected, I think that they would have been fine. If they just gave a little bit more space to them. I'm of the belief that when you kill their medic and you know that almost their entire team is feeding for you, you should be very comfortable giving as much space as possible. And I don't like greeting in terms of like staying in, trying to ego like kill them. I don't know if that was what they were trying to do or if it was unintentional or miscomm. But yeah, walking up the ramp, like staying out and not going into ramp room is ultimately what got Law Guy killed there. But ultimately, it's going to be a mid-fight one for Froyo. Oh my god, what's going on? Soapy is just chunking them. It's going to be mid fight 1 for Froyo, and the Ubers will ultimately be even. So, it's not a shit scenario. It's pretty good. This is a happy place to be. And, man, the Ubers are ultimately just going to be dead even, actually. It was like, kind of, Dank was ahead there for a little bit, but yeah, they're actually just going to end up being dead even. Due to superior building. What I think is the glue on MoneyBalls? That's hard to say. I feel like it's the real glue is like Dank or Dingo. I think Dank is like vital for stability. Okay, but we're back to a very familiar scenario. Kyle with the early... Whoa. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Hard aggro alley pressure. They're saying, no, we're not even going to let you take this shit for free. I kind of like that. That's different. That is very, very different. I like that. I like that. A lot. So, Froyo's just going to try to walk up. Looks like Bama's team is opting for the flank shove, but Speedy plays it pretty much as perfect as you can get. Right, so very common counterplay on this map when teams move up alley on Metalworks is, okay, let's go send 2 guys or sometimes even 3 guys into house and kill their flank unawares. But because it's a common play, it's kind of meta, so the people that end up playing in these positions, if they're heads up about it, I mean, pretty much Speedy probably anticipated this, was like, oh, I'm getting rushed, goodbye. But he's getting the superior damage trade because they're using health to try to get to him. And then Froyo makes the right call. They rotate over 2 players, and now they're the ones. Now Bamos team's the ones that are in trouble. With a low soldier here. So Froyo's going to keep amping up the pressure. Amping up the pressure here. Kobe's just in from lower. Soapy in as well with the original cursed image. Going for the market garden. Honestly, he probably could have just killed Dingo with rockets there. But it is what it is. And yeah, Froyo just kind of... Wait, Dank just died. Again. Hold up. Rewind. Rewind. What the heck was that? Dank sniffed so much glue he became glue. Wow. That was foreshadowing. When was this match? This is actually a scrim, I believe, from last week. There is a match tonight between these 2 teams. I would consider them the top 2 teams in the division right now of the RGL Invite League. And yeah. Am I casting it? If I can, I will. I think RGL will be casting it, and I haven't asked or been asked, and I don't really want to I assume they have people that they already put on the RGL payroll for it, so I don't really want to try to insert myself there. Who is on balls? The balls is Dank, Dingo, Raven, Bot Mode, Loaf, and normally it's High Five or Kyle or Bubba. But they have Zam Belargo ringing for them right now. So it's Dank on Medic, Dingo on Demo, Raven on Flank Scout, I believe, Bot Mode on Combo Scout, Loaf on Pocket, and High Five on Roamer. And then for Froyo, it's Speedy Pocket, Soapy Roamer, Habib Demo, Kobe Flank Scout, Banny Combo Scout, and Lol Guy Medic. Yeah, we might do a watch party of the match. But apparently I have a match tonight too. So we'll see. Okay. So let's actually just see how this drop happens. I think it was Speedy that does it. So let's just get on the Speedy Pov. So they're down 1. Loaf is rolled, so we can't really like bomb to relieve pressure right now. So they're just gonna get overwhelmed. Soapy's in. Now he's behind, going for the collapse. I don't like this, man. Like, I really don't like this from the Balls team. I feel like they're dropping players, and there's like indecision right now. I don't know. They're dropping players and getting overwhelmed, and I feel like your two options in this case are like, you have to take a trade before they get to this point, basically. Or you have to just leave and be like, you know what? We're fucking too dead, bro. There's no salvaging this. Or like, you know. So, even if they do get forced here, it's bad, but now we're going to drop. Because Dank is unfortunately not looking here and is very, very out of position. So they end up... Yeah, the worst possible case scenario happened there for, I think, the Botmo team. Kyle, though, I mean, Zam, not Kyle. Dude, it's fucking trolling me. With the snipe. Dingo's still up, 0 cap time, and they do have spawns in 2. This is actually salvageable. This is salvageable. 100%. Zam's trying to hard challenge point. They get Banny right away. Oh, but the collapse in from Froyo is just too strong. Dingo got separated from heals there, too. I actually think that was like... I think if Dingo managed to be on beam the whole time and just be alive till the very end of that fight, and it's like Dingo... Wait, actually they did hold. Because I just realized Kobe's not there. They held. Okay. I still think, though, that this would have gone even better had Dingo not managed to get separated from Dank. And they just were together the whole time with the beam. But they actually do hold. Because that was really big. Dingo did a shit ton there, though, like in the very beginning, to just stall out. Had a bunch of stickies on the point. They played safe. Really good. So, what becomes the worst possible instance is now has been salvaged, and they get to hold last on essentially even Ubers. Not a happy place, though. I don't like holding last on Metalworks. Metalworks last is fucking... It's not fun, bro. Froyo has a very minuscule ad. Maybe miscounted? They must have miscounted their ad. Because they're just taking an Uber in here. Is there like a timer or something? No. No timer. Is it because the gun's being built? Is that what this is? Is this like... Is this some fucking big brain shit? If so, I actually love this. Because that just occurred to me. They're going in off of the... I find it unlikely that Logai doesn't know the ads. So I actually think they're raw Ubering on the NG moving the gun. They get the NG. And Dingo. And Loaf with that Uber. And it's just, I think that's just it. Like, I don't think there's anything they can do. That's crazy. I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they knew the advantages there. Because I can't see a world in which, like, maybe they thought the ad was like 15 or something and they still wanted to push on it. I just want to know if anyone from Froyo is genuinely in here. Was that just like, if you guys can remember this push, was that just like, you're just pushing on like 15 ad and you're like, fuck it? Or did you hear the gun move and you're like, that's a timing? Because that is a timing, I think. That is a valid timing to push off of. Because the gun can't like stop your Uber. It's very high level. I like it. So another mid here. Let's see if the demos continue their glorious dance. No, Habib says no, not today. I'm changing the way I roll out. And he goes main to directly challenge Dingo and lock out this top right. We got Soapy with the classic choke lurk. And yeah, it looks like they're going to set up for a right side take here. Spam is going the way of Froyo right now, I will say. Hope he's kind of low. Bot mode, I love this. I've always loved this. This is huge. Eric used to do this too. Just fucking aggro space taking point. This is a really strong position to be in. Let's just see how they work it. Okay, so 1v1 lower, just instantly dead right there. To Speedy. It's kind of a risky play to go for that. It looks like they're setting up a double bomb. That's kind of what when you have this sort of space here and you have control here, yeah, good idea to bomb and try to like see what you can sort of grab with it. But they do lose their flank scout right away. So they're double bombing. Habib looks kind of juicy here. Habib looks really, really juicy. He's hyper extended compared to the rest of his team. Soapy is doing the right thing 100% here, which is that he's essentially playing for the counter jump. So his job here is they're bombing in. His combo is going to try to collect these two soldiers while he tries to stall out the other team's combo so that they can't aggress on what these soldiers are bombing. And I don't like that both the soldiers just went for this. Habib is clearly like the kill, but they might still just get the medic because Law Guy's low. Yeah, they do. So I guess that's good for them, and they actually get their medic out. So what the hell do I know? I didn't really notice that Law Guy was low there. So I think they're just bombing off the low damage, and then they get out. And Soapy, yeah. So it ultimately is a mid-win still for Froyo, but again, big ad here now for Dank. And that's a good place to be in. But again, like I said, pushing this second is probably, in my opinion, one of the most annoying seconds to push like out of. Because it's so easy to get backcapped and like have shit shoved behind. So I'm very curious if Froyo's going to opt to do that here. So Bombmode's team going for their house play here. Sticky's in this doorway. Looks like they're not quite sure how they want to take it. They're going to go house now. Oh, the trap. Yeah, that trap ended up factoring in. Big trap from Habib there. They lose their demo. So, again, you know, some picks are better than others, but a demo is really, really bad pick to lose there because now you just can't go deep. You can't chase on their pop through. So, I mean, yeah, they're just going to get repushed here. I think there is sort of a universe they can hold with two soldiers here, but they need to do some really clutch double bomb shit. And if it doesn't happen, they're just going to lose the point. So, Loaf high. Kobe does actually overextend and just gift them a kill. And then Loaf just hard commits. I don't know if there's like... Again, they're playing with a ringer, so maybe there's a miscomms there. Like, I don't think... It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't think he had to hard commit there. But they end up getting 1 for 1, and they just leave. So... But Froyo says it's time to keep rolling the momentum. They still have a roughly 45% ad on the other team. And they're just trying to bully and take this space for free. But Banny wants more. Banny says, okay, we can cut them off. They just left the right side. We can cut them off. Go, 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 go. We still have ad. He wants to go so bad. They might slow it down here, though, if Law Guy is counting. No, they're going to go in off the pick. I don't think they're going to take the Uber at this point, but now they're going to work a play off the pick. Yeah, Soapy in deep. Banny's trying to pressure. Speedy with the follow-up. They get on Dingo. Huge kill for them to get right now. So they have 2 picks, although Loaf is going to respawn immediately. And no Dingo means Banny's going to get capped. They have a heavy. It's not ideal, honestly, in a situation where your demo's dead and they can get a fuck ton of cap time. I won't lie. So, but it ends up working out because they get the immediate trade. Oh, big kill from Habib there. It's kind of funny. Yeah. So it's a 3v3. I think Paddie wanted to test. He still wants to test. He says, fuck, man. I could see it. Paddie's fucking salivating at the mouth right there. He wants to run in and kill them all, but he has to concede because of the spawners. And now it's an even Uber situation again. So we got a heavy gun here from red team. I actually like this. I like heavy gun on Metalworks. Big trap there. Oh, 3-man sack. Habib's in. They get the gun. And a pick. and the Speedy goes down. So it's a 2-for-1 trade. I do think that 3 or 4 mans onto Metalworks last is very vital. Oh my god. Mamo just gets caught unawares and just gets 2-shot. But then Paddie with the immediate trade going down. So this is just getting sloppy, you know. Everybody's trying to poke and see what they can take advantage of. And picks are going. Oh, body block there. B-ball. And Habib goes down. I think there's a lot of chaos, I think, in both teams' comms right now, just based on the freneticness of gameplay. There's a lot of shit happening right there. Oh my god. Zam gets in bottom left for free, so he does get a really nice early force there. Again, it's really, really vital. Always make sure you guys are watching this. If I'm holding second and I'm like down a player, or I know they're pushing, to me, this is the gap. This is the, like, and as a roamer player myself, this is the gap I always went for. What is the door least likely to be covered in a situation where you don't have full numbers or you're on retreat? It's going to be this door. This will be covered. This will be covered. And if you have this covered, you can stop a lot of plays from happening. Looks like they did get forced, though, from a counter play. Just, I think, on the flank there. So we're back to no Ubers. Loaf does go down immediately to a trap. And then there's another trade on the flank here. A lot of battling, a lot of brawling right now. Very like fast pace of gameplay. But yeah, we're kind of just back to square one. All those kills, just kind of trading left and right, and everything just resets back to a neutral state. Soapy's in. They're going for the right side pressure. Again, this is one of those things where probably the easiest route to sort of try to sack into is usually going to be here. This is the most isolated player. So often this is where the sacks are going to come from, with your team pressuring from other doors and people trying to get picks. So it's a Soapy for, it's a roamer for roamer trade. Paddie is hard in, and let's see where Habib is here. But Habib might actually just roll here, shooting bot mode in the back. Let's see. One sticky. Danny's kind of caught in, trying to get bowed. He does get bot mode, but Loaf is in behind and trades on Habib. This is, so it's just 3 picks down on both teams. This is crazy.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Danny's in, pressuring, trying to see if he can make something happen. I think he's definitely overstaying his welcome there. Considering he didn't really have the back of his team. So he does go down. But again, not enough picks on either team to really just like shift the momentum completely. So we're just back to square one. Let's get on the Soapy cam here for the stalemate break. 20 seconds left on the round. Like, nobody's been able to push out in a second. Nobody's been able to push in a last. 20 seconds till a round reset. Are they going to go for a Hail Mary trade? Thank you for the follow. WGIT. So they're going to go for the Hail Mary trade here. Sentry gun does go down. Counter pop comes in. Paddie going down. And Habib going down. And it doesn't really work out. I kind of want to just watch this back real quick just to see how it plays out. I unfortunately was on the wrong POV. Hail Mary trade. So a Hail Mary is like, it's kind of, I guess, the other way to describe it is it's a fuck it push. Essentially, they have so little time on the round timer, it's gonna round reset to the next another mid fight. And I guess the quickest way you can try to break a stalemate is to go in and take an Uber exchange. And you kind of hope that you get the better of that exchange, and then at the end of it, maybe you can collapse and win the round. Yeah, essentially. That's what a Hail Mary trade is. I think maybe I went too far back here. So we're just going to fast forward. We're going to get on the beat Benny POV here. Where's Benny? Oh, he's still dead. So yeah, 30 seconds on the clock here, as you can see. 25, 24. I mean, it's a scrim, so they probably don't want to play for the mid reset. But maybe on land they would have. But also, they're the ones that have advantage anyway, so for them, it's worth trying to Hail Mary because they're the ones pushing second, ultimately. Or pushing second into last, that's what I mean. And the other team is probably, for them, the more favorable thing is to let the round reset for another mid-fight. So they're going to take this in. He gets kind of plopped early. Kill the gun. Goes to point right away. He's unflashed. And does he just insta-die here? Boom. Law guy doesn't manage to get that reflash on him. Yeah. So Benny just instantly dies. Again, that's why it's a Hail Mary. Because they went for it. And if it fails, well, whatever. At least they get to round reset. But if it works, then they win the round. So now we're just back to another mid fight. So Habib going for main again. I think this is good from him to try to challenge Dingo a little bit more. And Soapy's just changing it up right now. Immediate bomb off rip onto what I presume is either going to be bomb mode or Dingo. No, straight for the medic. I'm wrong. This is actually kind of good because now Dank is out of the fight completely. So if they just manage to like play their heals, like if Froyo just plays heals and kills these people in, and Soapy keeps this guy out of the fight, Bot Mode's team auto loses because they just don't have heals. But no. Lots of trades going off right now. 3 for 3. Okay. Let's rewind here. It's rewind time. That looked really good at first, and then until it didn't. And I think it's because of the red soldier bombs. I think that they did a lot there. Yeah, exactly. You're 100% right. The fight happened so fast the heals didn't end up mattering. So I just want to see here. Wait, where the hell am I? Did I not go far back enough? Am I stupid? What the hell did I just do? Oh, I'm way too far back. Alright, we're just rewinding. We're just fucking fast forwarding. We're gonna slow down the mid though. Here comes out the trade. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow it down. Slow it down. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's check it out. From the ultra slow-mo. So, okay. So, we have... They're going for, like, definitely just, like, a top left aggro. So, Paddie is opting, instead of playing a safer position, he's going to hard aggro on point with Kobe.
The control point is being contested.
Soapy goes in. I personally, like... I don't know. I think this is a good play, going for the Medicure and pushing him out. But I think for me, if I'm the soldier here, I probably would have just tried to goober on the scouts and get the damage on these guys on low ground. If I saw them, at least. So, double bomb in immediately. Paddie's the only one dealing with this guy, it seems. Habib is isolated. Has completely separated himself from the rest of the team. So, Loaf, I think, goes... This is the sort of the right target to go for if you're going to fade off. Again, Habib has isolated himself. Nobody's there to protect him. So he's just going to get landed on. No heals, no help. One rocket. Speedy's trying to also get on Dingo here on the demo. Habib ends up being the one that kills him. But if you just look at the positioning, I guess, from Froyo, they're just a lot more, like, discombobulated. So you have Kobe isolated over here. You have Habib isolated over here. You have Paddie and Logai here, and then Soapy all the way over here. So there's kind of like 3 different things going on. And I think that they just don't end up syncing up. I would have liked to see Paddie and Kobe in a situation where Soapy bullies out the medic like this. Just double up, play heals, and try to like and Habib too. Like, I don't think Habib needed to ultra hold W like that. If he just stood his ground too, it would have been better. And if they just played the fact that they did have a heal advantage, because that's the advantage they have right now, is a heal advantage. Because Soapy's not killing this medic, but this medic's not healing, and Logai has the opportunity to heal. So I think if everybody had just kind of grouped on heals here and just played together and safe, they probably would have won the mid. But instead, Kobe's isolated. Habib's caught out. Paddie goes down. Logai's alone now because everybody else on the team is forward. And it's just a brawl at this point. But ultimately, Logai dies in a few seconds here. And Dank, I think, is going to live. Yeah, Dank sneaks out. The mid's still ongoing. But it looks like it's going to be a bot mode versus Speedy 1v1 in the end. And they win off that. Scout v Soldier. So, yeah. And then Dank is going to have, looks like, almost 60% ad here. And hard building, too, with the demo, so. Hold on, I just got a Steam message real quick. I'm just going to double check what it is. All right. What time is my match? I would assume 11 Eastern as well. I might not be able to get to watch the Froyo match, unfortunately. Unless we do a little bit of trolling. So, all right. Let's go ahead and watch the latter bit of this round. I think we're almost done. Yeah, the scrim demo. Because we're going to get going soon here for my scrims. But yeah, huge ad here for Bot Mode's team. Their ads haven't been going that well. I think that ultimately, like, I think this might be the difference right now in terms of, like, why Froyo is kind of winning versus why Bot Mode's team is not winning. Like, if you really want to simplify it, like, and I mean really oversimplify it, Froyo is having better Ubers on Uber Advantage than the Dank team is right now. So they're converting more off of their advantages. And I think it might be because of these raw pop throughs. I think this is something I don't know if it's something that Dingo really likes or Bot Mode. I know Bot Mode when he demoed. Actually, Bot Mode was a bit of an innovator on Demo Man, and he like created a meta of demo pop throughs for a while. Like nobody was really doing it that much. Maybe in Europe they did. I think that they were doing stuff like that, but I know in NA, before Bot Mode, I did not see as many like, let's fucking blind pop through the fucking choke and catch them out. I didn't see that before Bot Mode demo. So it might be like a Bot Mode thing that he likes, even though he's playing Scout. But I mean, it's just unfortunate. Froyo's always ready for it, as you can see. Like they're just basically out, and so they kind of take these Ubers with no vision. And I think that Dank's team needs to like try to spot it out a little more. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a pop through, but I think you should know what you're popping into, you know? And I think that ultimately is like why these Ubers aren't doing anything.
Control point is being contested.
So now Froyo's going to get the opportunity to push out. Paddie with the big snipe. Didn't even notice him on Sniper. He's going to stay on it, and it looks like it's going to be a Kobe combo scout time. They're trying to pressure in here. Paddie again with another snipe. This is apparently very deadly. Logai gets forced, but it's at the cost of 2. And they're immediately on the chase for this kill in Ally. It's super huge. So they're going to get 3, I think. Unless... yeah, they get 3. And this is a great position to be in. 3 picks. If they go really fast right now, they can get control of mid before Dank can even get Uber. And... yeah, they might get popped on, but they might be able to just barely get the mid cap. Oh my god, Dank's out of position now. Oh my god, they're caught in top left. I don't think they were ready for the speed at which Froyo would like follow through on those picks. And I think that was really good from Froyo to just fucking full send, right? Because they don't have yet. They're going to get soon. But if you move fast enough, it won't matter, you know? And so here comes the salvage play from Zam and Raven, but it's going to be to no avail. Raven, though, in behind, ratting around. Doesn't opt for the back cap? What? What? I really do not like this. I really do not like this. Why not just back cap? Is there someone like respawned already? No. Don't have a spawner for 7 seconds. This is so not worth. Like you're the last guy alive. They know that. They know that your option is to make a play. Your only option is to make a play. Like you're unaccounted for by their books. So they're like, if they're any smart, they're just gonna group and stay together, and you're not gonna get anything. If you do a back cap play, however, you force them to stack and halt momentum, or if they're really slow, they'll actually have to turn for you. And Kobe's not up for 7 seconds here, so I think that going for the back cap play is literally like. There's been a lot of instances in this demo where I'm like, oh, well, that's also good, but I just don't. I really don't. I don't like this at all because it doesn't.
The control point is being contested.
You start the back cap right there, you could potentially outcap them if they're a little bit too slow on the ball. Kobe just spawned now, and you know maybe you win that 1v1. So Paddie with the trash talk, and it ends up being 2-1 to time. And that's the demo.